Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, my dear students. We are going to start a new science journey with your teacher, Muhammad Ismail. Be ready and enjoy your time. Today, inshallah, we are going to speak also about explaining changing states. Our objectives, the first one, what is happening to gas when it cooled? Number two, what is happening to liquids when they freeze? Changing of state of matter because the change of energy, as we said last time. Here we will speak about changing from gas to liquid and from liquid to solid. Changing from gas to liquid means that particles will lose its energy and will condense and change into a liquid. Also, liquid to change to solid will lose its energy. Particles here will lose its energy and solidified and change it to solid state. Look with me at these pictures. The first one, when you like to drink cold drink, what's happened at the outside surface of the bottle? Very good, there is drops of water. Also, when you are riding the car with your dad or your mom and outside is raining, you can find water vapor inside your car, here and here. Also, when you brought cold water inside glass and left it for a period of time, after some time you will find the drops of water at the outside surface of the glass. All of these are cooling gases. What's happened? Inside the bottle it's cold and outside it's hot temperature. So the outside air will condense at the outside surface of the bottle. At your car, inside the car is hot air and warmer than outside. So the water vapor or the air inside the car will condense and change into water. Why? Because water here or air here will lose its temperature, losing energy. Also at the last picture, cold water from inside and outside is hot air. So the change of temperature will make the particles here lose its energy and have change of state from gas state to liquid state. Here explaining what is happening when we cool gases. As you can see in these pictures, the first one, this is the particles of gas. These particles have free movement, very good, and its energy is more than the liquid particles. So the movement of gas particles are more speed and faster than the liquid particles because they have more amount of energy, more than the liquid particles. So the movement and kinetic energy here at gas particles is more than liquid particles. What is going on? After these particles lose its energy, its movement will become slow. You can compare the two pictures here and here. The movement of liquid particles is slowly than gas particles because they lose energy. Also here at the second picture, these particles lose energy and molecular spaces between them will become less than it before at gas particles. The attraction between particles will become bigger than the attraction between particles at gas state. The particles in gas are free to move anywhere and spread out. There is no forces holding them. When a gas particles reach a cold surface, some of its heat energy transfers from the particles to the surface. Then the particles move slowly and get closer to each other, get closer together and form a liquid. And its movement becomes slowly more than before. We are going to speak about freezing liquid. Here we studied before the phases of matter. I will speak only about changing from liquid to solid state. Here is liquid and you can watch the particles and its molecular spaces, and here is the solid and you can watch that the molecular spaces is less than and smaller than the spaces between liquid particles. Here liquid by cooling will change into, yes, very good, excellent, I can hear you, to solid state. Here as liquid, particles are clusters of particles are free to move relative to each other. Particles close together. Here as a solid state, ordered arrangement, particles are essentially in fixed positions. Very good. Particles are more close together. Freezing liquids, you can watch these pictures with me and compare the movement of particles at each one. The first one is liquid. Yes, this is liquid particles. The second one is solid particles. When a liquid freezes, it becomes a solid. How? When the particles loses its heat energy transferred to the environment, the particles here move more slowly. You can see in these pictures here as the first one, particles moves more faster than the particles at solid state. Solid state, the particles will move more slowly. Here the particles move more slowly and the liquid gets cooler. Eventually, the particles have so little energy, they can only vibrate. After the particles of liquid loses its energy, they can only vibrate and they become arranged in fixed pattern. And we studied before that the fixed pattern is one of the characteristics of solid state. So when these particles change into a fixed pattern, it will change to be solid. The molecular spaces will be less than before, and also the movement will be very slowly. Only the particles will vibrate, not moving freely as liquid. Don't forget your homework, page 6, 7, 8, textbook number 5 and 6. At the end of our lesson today, thank you for listening. Have a nice day, my dear students. Goodbye.